I certainly wasn't thinking it was going to be an early night, but I was thinking you can't lose the game from that position, that's for sure. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, a win's a win, and doesn't matter how many you win by, so I'm really happy with the end result. I thought our performance with the bat was outstanding. The start we got from Davey and Matthew Wade was what the team's been looking for. And then somebody in the top 4 to go on and make a big score, make 100. So really pleased with the boys' performance with the bat, and especially Davey scoring his first one-day 100 for Australia. But we've got a lot of work to do with our power play and death bowling, as we've spoken about as a team. It hasn't been good enough throughout this whole series, and unfortunately it continues to let us down.
I've got a very sore groin at the moment. Obviously out there I turned back for one and probably I think it was the 44th, 45th over, and then when I came off I did my ice bath and then went to walk back out, and then moving sideways it was very, very sore, so I just got some treatment off Alex and told me not to go back out in the park.
You likely to play on?
Hopefully, yes.
Michael, you said the power play at the death over is an issue. Do you think the bowlers don't have enough variety or the skill for the one-day cricket, the new bowlers you have, or is it the experience?
I just think we're not executing our skills, to be honest. They practice all their variations in the nets, but under pressure at the moment we're not executing. So that's been the difference, I think, with us playing some great cricket throughout this series. And us playing some good enough cricket to win the games. The other area, like I said, was somebody in the top 4 going on and making 100, and fortunately tonight, or this afternoon, Davey did that for us.
Dave, your innings today obviously a breakthrough. Was there anything that sparked out an incident or a piece of advice?
Just me backing myself and going out there and doing what I do. Obviously the first 50 runs are a bit scratchy. I felt like I didn't really hit one ball out the middle, but at the end there I knew I had to keep going with, at the time with Matthew, and I had to be there at the end. I knew through that middle period if I kept going and I got a big 100 that we'll get up to 300, and thankfully with the boys in the form that they are, they came out and from ball one, put on the partnership, me and Pup put on 50 odd, and then Huss and myself put on 30 I think at the end. So between Michael and Michael Hussey as well, them putting on, I think it was 60 runs between them, with me, it was fantastic effort for them to come out as well. But obviously it's always good to get some runs.
Michael, tonight you could make an exception, maybe the wet conditions might have resulted in a few full tosses. But do you as a captain feel the need to just go back to basics, bowl Yorkers instead of many variations, slower balls which result in length balls?
I'll allow you to make an exception, but I won't be making an exception. We've got to be better than that. We're the number one-day team in the world. We have to execute our skills better than that. Look, I think the basic and simple Yorker is still the best delivery at the death. We continually look at Malinga when he hits his Yorker. It doesn't matter what technique, theory you have to try and score. It's the hardest ball to score off. So, I think for starters we've got to be able to hit that Yorker. But I think Shane Watson showed as well tonight. His change of pace is crucial. It's such a big ground, square of the wicket, the Gabba. You've got to be able to change your pace and get the batters hitting to the long parts of the ground.
Now that Watto's back and he's bowled his full 10 tonight, you didn't use Dan Christian until the 39th over. A bit of an interesting one considering you got 5 there the other day. Are they really playing for one spot?
Well, they're both in the team tonight. I don't think it was interesting. Conditions are a lot different to the MCG, where Dan Christian got 5 wickets. The Gabba's a completely different wicket. As you would have seen tonight, I thought Dave Hussey and Xavier Doherty were our best 2 bowlers. Watto was outstanding at the death, but I guess Dave Hussey probably bowled Dan Christian's overs tonight.